Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Keith, aka Mr. Cheap Sense, back with my scent of the day. Today, I had on another one of the fragrances that I purchased. I think it was last Friday or Saturday, one of the two. I think it was last Friday. The first one was yesterday, Oscar de la Renta Gentleman. Not a bad scent. It's just not up my alley as far as scents. I like sweet scents. I like aquatic scents. I like sensual, sexy scents. This is not either one of those. This particular scent has champagne. It has cardamom, grapefruit, bergamot, rosemary, black oolong tea, Egyptian musk. Egyptian geranium, leatherwood, vetiver, labdanum, and amber. Uh, that champagne note is it may be a standoutish note. I've never heard of any fragrance with champagne in it. I've heard of fragrances with maybe rum or some other kind of um, alcohol in it, but not champagne. It's not a bad fragrance. It's grapefruit dominant to me. Um, you don't really get any sweetness in it whatsoever. It was okay. I did get a couple of compliments off of it, maybe two or three, but one of the compliments was like, it's okay from a female. So um, basically, this is going to be a um, ornament in my collection just because of the bottle. I love this bottle. Today I had on Brooks Brothers New York. This bottle is not exciting. It's not. It's just here. It's bland. It's like a purplish or bluish looking bottle with a gold top, gold lettering on it. Has their little stamp emblem there. Little information on the bottom, but nothing fancy. The atomizer is not bad on it. Also has a decent spray, if you can see that. Pretty decent distribution. The notes in this one are carnation, which is a flower. It has spices. It didn't specify what spices are in it. It has verdenia, fresh grass, cumin, and musk. No sweetness whatsoever in this. Like I said, both of these fragrances could be like church scents. I would not wear either one of these on a date. I would not wear either one of these to the office, just because they're not what I'm into. I don't think they're attention grabbers whatsoever. Um, I think I spent $16.99 on this one from TJ Maxx, and I think this one was $12.99 also from TJ Maxx. Both of these, I believe, were last minute buys because I bought John Varvatos, a 4-piece set, and when I got in the vehicle, or got home rather, I realized that there was those little small bottles, because the box actually was like this tall, but the bottles inside were like this big. And I don't like those little pour bottles that you have to pour or dab something on. I like spray bottles. So if it would have been spray bottles and a little bit bigger, maybe a 30 ml bottle or something, I'd have been cool with that. But um, I just couldn't do those little bottles. So I took that back, got my 20 something dollars back, added a little, a little bit more money to it, and I picked up these two fragrances. I was actually on my way to work. Excuse me. I was on my way to work, so I had to hurry up. Um, the box for this one looked just like the bottle, which intrigued me. I did do a quick look up on it. Um, this fragrance um, didn't have that many YouTube videos on it. I saw like one or two videos. One of them was a good, decent video. The other one was like they really didn't care much for the fragrance. So, and then this one I looked up, and one bottle I saw was like $100 and something. Um, but this one was, like I said, $16.99. So I went ahead and purchased it, and I was kind of fooled because you see a fragrance that's about $100 and something dollars, you expect it to be decent, and it may be decent in its own right or the era that it came out in. But for me, this is not what I'm looking for. Um, I may keep this. I may not. I may just give it to my stepdad. He may appreciate it more than me. Um, I can't give this one away just for the simple fact that I like this bottle. Now, if anyone wants the juice, then I can decant this out and just keep the bottle. But I may just keep it intact with the juice inside. It is what it is. The fragrance I'm wearing tomorrow is Adam Levine. The one note that's in it, which is guava, which is a fruit, along with passion fruit. The videos I've watched on that fragrance, they pretty much all gave a bad review. There are one or two people who did say it was a nice fragrance. Me, I tested it on a napkin. I don't like it. Um, when you hear passion fruit and guava, you automatically think sweet fragrance. Um, it is not that at all. Um, the notes on that one are sage, violet leaf. It has grapefruit, lemongrass, mandarin orange, which I thought would make it sweet. It has ginger, passion fruit, guava, has cedar, sandalwood, and amber, which gives sweetness also. Um, to me, I don't get any sweetness. I think I get more of the grapefruit or the lemon grass. Um, and then it kind of does give like a off-putting scent, and it could be because of the guava. Um, and the longevity isn't good on it. Also, I sprayed it on a napkin along with four other fragrances. One fragrance, which is Kanye West, whatever it takes. I'll get to that some other time when I wear it. I haven't worn it yet, but the other three fragrances, um, they lasted. I sprayed it on like 10:30 that night, and the next morning, like 6 or 7 something that next morning, they were still on the napkin, except for the Adam Levine. You couldn't even tell I sprayed anything on it. So that's not good. So I am going to take it with me as I do all my other fragrances, and if I have to reapply throughout the day, I will, depending on how it smells on my skin. If I don't like it, I will not wear it. So I may take a backup bottle of something else, or maybe scented oil just to cover up the scent if I don't like it. But that's what I'm going to be wearing tomorrow. And Thursday, I should say, I will be wearing a TJ Maxx brand, which is made by someone who makes just specifically TJ Maxx brand scents. It's called Cedar and Salt, I believe. And I smelled it the same day that I purchased these other fragrances, and it caught my attention just because it smells like an aquatic. And if you don't know what an aquatic is, if you ever smelled Bulgari Aquamarine, that's an aquatic. Nautica Voyage is considered an aquatic. Um, Tommy Bahama Set Sail Martinique is an aquatic. Tommy Bahama St. Bart's, I think that's what I have. It's also, I believe, an aquatic. It's like a pina colada or something like that. Um, those are aquatics, and it puts me in the same mind frame of those fragrances. So I have more. Um, I'm more enthusiastic about that fragrance than I am about the two I wore yesterday and today, and the one I'm wearing tomorrow. So hopefully that one performs on Thursday, like I'm assuming it will, and then hopefully, if not tomorrow, possibly Thursday, my other three fragrances will be here. Um, I have 3 new ones coming. I'm not going to reveal the names of them yet. Um, they may be known by people because I believe they've been out for quite a while, except for one maybe. Um, but one of those will get worn Friday, and then the other 2 I'll do a little testing over the weekend, um, just to see the longevity and all that stuff, and then Monday and Tuesday I'll wear the other two fragrances. So you guys stay tuned. Thank you anyone who checks out my videos, even if you don't subscribe or ring the bell. I appreciate even you going and taking the time out to watch any of these videos to get a sense of what you can purchase on the cheap side. My videos are for people who really can't afford to buy designer retail price fragrances. I shop TJ Maxx, I shop Ross, Marshalls, Burlington Coat Factory. I order fragrances offline for cheap. I very rarely I will buy a fragrance that's gonna run me 50, 60, 70, or 80 bucks. It has to be something I really, really, really want really bad, or I just can't find it anywhere else, and that's the only place I can find it. So with that being said, my channel is strictly for those people who are on a budget, who can't afford retail priced or those high priced items, like Prada Luna Rossa Sport. It's like a $80-$90 fragrance, and I found it at Ross. I'm sorry, excuse me. I found it at Ross for 40 bucks, and they actually held the fragrance for me until I got paid later on that week. So and also Ross, just say if I would have bought one of these two fragrances or these two fragrances from Ross. Now TJ Maxx, if you buy these fragrances and they're still in the original package and you break the seal on it and you take that plastic off, you're done. There's no returning these fragrances unless it's broken or something drastic has happened. But as far as like opening one of these and then saying, oh, I don't like this, I'm gonna take it back, no, that's not gonna happen. Sorry. You better do your research before you purchase any fragrances from TJ Maxx, because they do not take returns on fragrances once you open them. Now Ross will take them back open. They'll take it back without the box. The ladies, the managers there are pretty cool here in Brunswick. They know me. I frequent that store a lot, at least 3 or 4 times a week, if not 5 times a week. And they tell me if I don't like something, let them know and I can return it. So what I do is usually I'll find a fragrance that I'm interested in or I think I want to try after I've looked it up on YouTube, and I'll buy it and I'll open it right there in the store. I'll smell it. I'll let whoever else wants to smell it. And if I don't like it or they don't like it, then I return it right then. I'll swap it out for something else, or I'll just get my money back. So that's one plus of that Ross has over TJ Maxx. Now TJ Maxx to me has better variety of fragrances. TJ Maxx, Ross tends to keep the same fragrances, and I know they may not order anything; they just get whatever the people send them. But they always pretty much have the same stuff. It's always Beverly Hills Polo Club fragrances or Adidas. They may have maybe a Mont Blanc here and there, depending on what it is. I have found some gems in there, but it's very rare. TJ Maxx tends to mix theirs up. I don't know if they order or they just get whatever, but theirs seem to be more mixed up. Like right now, they have out their Christmas gift sets. And I was in Ross and TJ Maxx earlier today, and Ross has gift sets out in the men's department. I'm not speaking on the women's department, just the men. The women, the men's department, they don't really have much. They have like Kenneth Cole, they have Beverly Hills Polo Club type gift sets. And then I went to TJ Maxx, and TJ Maxx has like Mont Blanc. They have Jean Paul Gaultier, Lamal. They have what else? They have several different fragrances that I am interested in, and I am going to purchase in the following weeks. So anyway, that's my video for the day. So guys, enjoy your night. Stay smelling good. Peace.